Hello, Fernando. Happy to see these essays from you. Well done. Let's get right into your corrections. Okay, green energy. Let's see what you had to say about it. The is what's missing here for me. The generation of electricity through renewable resources poses an alternative to traditionally polluting means of generation around the world. You could have said energy generation, really. Green energy can help improve the environment while reducing production costs, yet some are skeptical, is how we use this here. Skeptic is the person. About their capability to comply with energy security. I believe that strong energy regulations can help countries obtain benefits while securing their energy needs. This essay will explore examples from the World Economic Forum and German policies to support findings. Fine. Hydro, wind, and solar energies represent an ecological alternative to traditional means of production while reducing the costs. While the environmental factor is obvious, the economic benefit derives from economies of scale in technological breakthroughs. I don't know what this really means. Economies of scale, all right, which have made renewable energy available for a fraction of the cost of traditional energies. As mentioned in the, what does this mean? WEF. The prices of technology for green energy production have dropped by more than 80% over the last decade, and it is predicted they will continue to do so in the near future. Their use of renewable energies is therefore linked to a better environment and lower costs. All right, so far, lovely. No complaints, no corrections. Really nicely done. All right, so let's move on now to your second body paragraph. However, while some believe the opposite, when accompanied by proper regulations, the use of green energy also secures energy availability. Earnest control of power plants operation and maintenance guarantees availability of energetic resource. Not energetic, that's something totally different. You mean energy. For example, Germany has continuously relied on green energy for up to 4-week periods by effectively synchronizing generation. You should say power generation here, otherwise it could mean a different meaning of generation. A well-regulated energy system can therefore rely on green energy to maintain energy security. You know what? This is not really, okay, let me say this again. This is not really completely developed. Remember what the view you're supposed to talk about is. Others believe they are a serious threat to energy security. You have to at least address that. Like, why would some people think that? Why would they think that there is a threat? All you said is that with you haven't addressed that side of it. You just basically addressed the side that, no, there's no issue of energy security. So I really feel like you had to at least address that point of view a little bit rather than just completely refuting it. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so to summarize from the arguments shown, I believe that proper regulations can help countries attain energy security while obtaining economic and environmental benefits from the use of renewable energy. All right, lovely. I liked it. Now, you wrote something interesting here. I'm glad you said that. World Economic Forum. I was curious when you actually wrote WEF. I actually, I wondered to myself, what is he talking about? What is the WEF? It's when you write something like this, World Economic Forum, and then from then on you want to refer to it like WEF, then yeah, it's a good idea to put it in parentheses, like WEF, right after the full explanation of the word, and then the person understands that from here on in, you'll be calling it WEF. So that's fine. But then from then on, you can just refer to it by its acronym. Okay? So nicely done with this. All right, Fernando, so now we're moving on to your second essay. It's actually your task 1, the general letter. Let's see what you had to say here. Okay, this is the one with the annoying barking dog. So let's see. Dear neighbor, I hope you're doing well. My name is Fernando. I'm your next door neighbor from apartment 24C. I'm aware that we haven't had a chance to know each other as much. Okay, hold on. So, I am aware that we haven't had a chance to meet each other. Okay, and I don't know what you mean as much here. I don't know what you mean by that. I wouldn't have put it at all. I would have probably said, I know that we haven't had a chance to get to know each other so much, or we haven't had a chance to meet in general, and that's it. Okay, but I think the first one is actually what you mean. We haven't had a chance to get to know each other so much. Despite the fact that I have been living here for the last 4 years. I write to you to offer my time to walk your new dog, since I have noticed it often gets nervous and tends to bark during the day and also at night. Unfortunately, I suffer from prescribed stress disorder and need to get at least 7 hours of continuous sleep in order for me to keep health on track. Keep my health on track is what you need here. As a result of the barking, I have not been able to get a good night's sleep. Now here, you need the apostrophe S after night. So it should be a good night's sleep. Therefore, I would very much appreciate you considering my offer, because I believe this could be beneficial for you, your dog, and me. If you think there is a different approach we should consider for this issue, please do not hesitate to let me know. Okay. This is an interesting one because you obviously covered everything. Okay. Yeah, you did. I mean, you covered all the points, so I have no complaints about that. I'm really kind of torn about this point that I want to mention. You call the person dear neighbor. I mean, do you know his name? Do you not know his name? If you don't know his name, and that's why I'm kind of torn here, your style is neutral. So I guess the sincerely is okay. As you probably know by now, in a formal letter, we if we don't know the person's name that we're writing to, we just say you end it with yours faithfully. But this is an informal letter, and you've not used his name, so I assume you don't know it. So I think the sincerely is okay. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, but it's an interesting one. I'll be honest with you. Most people who have done this task actually called the neighbor by his name. And so it took on an informal tone, and they didn't have this problem. All right? So my advice to you for your exam would be to do that as well. If it's an informal letter, then give the person a name, okay? Because this, even for me, is creating a little confusion, like how to deal with it. I hope that comment makes sense. I hope that what I'm trying to say here is clear, and why it's creating some confusion for me. So, but if you have any questions, just mention them in your email back to us. All right, but Fernando, a nice job. I like this one quite a bit. Good luck with your exam. As far as I can tell, it's coming up. You're doing very well. If you have more time to write essays for us, I would love that. I think, just getting continuous feedback right up to your exam is a great idea, so that you keep in contact with the exam and writing and so forth. So if you have that availability, that possibility, I hope you will take advantage of it. If not, I wish you lots of luck. I'm sure you'll do great, but do let us know how you do when you get your results. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our video correction. Lots of luck, and keep on writing, keep on practicing, and good luck.